Hello Pisces, and welcome back to my channel, and this is your July reading from Anything Spiritual. Before we start with your reading, I'm going to quickly show you these books. This is now available on Amazon. Me and my sister co-wrote it. My sister also has a channel called Mind's Eye and Inspiration. She also releases monthly videos, and this is all to do with like spiritual development and mediumship. Then we have a dream journal. So if you have a lot of dreams, there's information there about different sorts of dreams, because there's lots of different types of dreams that you can have. And then there are some questions there that you can fill out on your dreams, and you can sort of Google and look up the interpretation, and there's areas for you to include that as well. Meditation journal, again, some information on different types of meditations, and then some areas where you can record your meditations and keep your eye on your journey. And then last of all, tarot journal. You wouldn't have these lines on them if you buy them. That's because they're a proof. There are some trigger words for tarots. Then there are some spread ideas and some areas where you can record your tarot readings. Okay, so all those books are available on Amazon, and I'll put a link in the description below for all of them, and a link for my sister's channel. So when you finished your Pisces reading here, you might want to nip over there and have a look at that. Okay, Pisces, so what does the month of July hold for you? Well, I was asking this question earlier and shuffling the cards, and I got the 10 of Wands, and I also got the King of Swords. Now, the 10 of Wands, when 10s come out, they can be completion. 10s of Wands in particular, you can see him carrying some swords. So it's like, we normally say that's one of like carrying a burden. Quite often the burden is not your own. So something that you've been sort of doing for somebody else. And the King of Swords, well, that's an air sign. Air signs are Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So there may be somebody around you with that star sign that you've been helping or doing something for, or it may be that kind of energy of the air. The air energy can be challenges, it can be external forces. Cards are flying about all over here. You've got a lot of wand cards come out here now. Wands are creativity. Wands can be due to work. So, you know, creativity is something that you're putting together. If you don't work, it could be, are you doing something around the house, something in the garden? Do you have some sort of hobby where you're creating or making something which is taking up your time? But it's sort of you doing something. In the month of July. So your message really that I got for you is the end is coming of a burden. So it's really like conclusions to burdens and cutting ties, because with that King of Swords, I felt he was cutting ties. I felt that air energy, challenges, external forces. He was cutting the sword, he was ending it. Swords can also be months, and they can also relate to the month of autumn. But I feel the cutting ties is to do with the month of July. So we've got the Hanged Man, the 7 of Wands, the 9 of Pentacles, the 9 of Wands, the Star, the Page of Wands, the 6 of Cups, and the Judgment. Now remember, these are general readings, so they won't make sense to every single Pisces. Okay, if you want one pertaining just for you, then obviously you would need a private reading. I'm not advertising those at the moment. Okay, Pisces, so we have the Hanged Man here. So that's you looking at things from all angles. We've got the 7 of Wands. 7s are about a new approach. Perhaps you're feeling that you need to deal with something differently. You're having a look at different areas of how you can be dealing with it. This is quite possibly to do with the burden that is ending, that you're cutting ties. You've decided you don't want to do something anymore, so you're looking at different ways of doing it. Again, the 9 of Pentacles, they can also be about reflection. So you're doing a lot of reflecting, you're doing a lot of looking at things. The fact that we have 2 9s there together, that is a definite reflection. It's also, this one here indicates that a struggle has passed. So you're over the worst of a struggle. The 7 here, you can see he's almost got a bit of a struggle there. This is the Four of Swords. Now, I've pulled this one to sort of clarify what we've got here. So we feel that you're looking at something from all angles. We feel that you're doing the reflecting. We feel that you need a bit of rest time. There's been a struggle. There's been some issues. You feel that you need a bit of a rest from it. So now's the time to rest. Now's the time to reflect over what has happened. Okay? So you're moving on from that situation now. We know things are balancing out. We know you're going to start sort of a new road, a new journey. We got that you were cutting ties. We got that there was a conclusion. You're moving on from this struggle, whatever it's been. You're having a bit of a rest. You're looking at everything, but you're going to start moving on. Pages are good news, they're good messages. So you've got something coming in the month of July, which is quite positive. There's also some sort of getting together or family celebration. But you are moving on. We've got the Judgment card here. The Judgment card is about leaving something and moving on. It's to do with a transition. So there's a definite transition for you in the month of July, Pisces. Now let's pull another card to clarify that bottom row and see if we can see what this transition or this new thing is for you. And we've got the Hierophant. It may be that somebody's given you some sort of advice. It may be that you're listening to that advice and you are taking it on board. You can see somebody here, the Hierophant. People are sitting in front of him, kneeling to him. They're listening to him. They're allowing that person to give their advice, and quite possibly, we've got all this reflecting here. So if you're listening to somebody else and taking advice, then I do feel that you do need to perhaps listen to that advice that you're given. Okay, Pisces, let's pull a card from your guardian angels for the month of July, and let's see what other messages there are for you for the month of July. And these are from your guardian angels. We will then pull one from saints and angels, your spirit guides, and love and relationships. And it says, go within. You are a very intuitive person, and there are many wonderful insights that lie waiting inside you. Take time to be quiet and reflect upon the desires of your heart through meditation or prayer. There's no need to take action right now. Be patient with yourself. So again, that word reflect, we'd already mentioned that word reflect. We do feel it's time for you to go inside, time for you to rest, time for you to reflect, time for you to see what comes from your own intuition. Okay, Pisces, so let's have a look what your guides have to say for you for the month of July. Exhaustion. You feel mentally exhausted, you feel mentally drained. This is why you're taking the time out now to reflect, to look at things, to go over things, to have that time to go within. You need to have a rest. You've obviously had a lot of things on your mind. And that guide card has come out, or saint and angel card, should I say, and it's emotions. So it's definitely a time to listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, listen to your emotions. You do feel mentally exhausted and you do need time. We had that rest card there to get to listen to yourself, get to listen to the answers, take the advice that's coming from yourself and possibly from another person. Okay, let's have a look at your love and relationships. Okay, Pisces, so let's pull a couple of cards and have a look at your love and relationships for the month of July. Remember, if you like these readings, hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, and remember the books and my sister's channel down in the description below. You've got passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, okay? So even though you're probably feeling a bit overwhelmed with other things in your life, and you've had a lot going on, and you feel emotional and exhausted, concentrate on your relationship. It looks like relationship areas are going really well. You've got the wedding card. This situation involves marriage. So you've got a good connection with someone. So while everything else is feeling a little bit up in the air, you have got the stability of your relationship, Pisces. You do have that, and it does seem to be bringing you closer together with them. Even though you're moving on from something else and transitioning in another area of your life, you do have that closeness with your relationship. For those of you who are single, let's hope that you are now heading into that passion, with somebody, which could end up as a marriage situation, a closeness with someone. Okay, Pisces, thank you for watching. Have a good month, and I'll see you again soon.